What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishethediva@gmail.com. It is Tisha the Diva, and I am back with season 2, episode 31 of my podcast of This Is For My Ladies. What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva. And so let me just let y'all know, for those who do not know, I have a podcast that is streaming on all platforms. If you have an iPhone, it is on Apple iPhone Podcasts, all that stuff is up there. If you have Android, it's on Google Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's on, I got a couple of episodes on YouTube, you know. So I have a podcast, all right, and it's pretty much like internet radio, but I decided season 2, I wanted to go ahead and start doing video because a lot of people think podcasts, every time I would tell people I have a podcast, they'd be like, oh, okay, is it on YouTube? So I was just like, all right, maybe I need to get me some videos on YouTube. So anyway, so if y'all see me looking up, it's because there's a TV like right up above in front of me. But if you want me to give you here, I got you. If you want to feel that passion come through here, I got you. But anyway, what's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and welcome to This Is For My Ladies. So This Is For My Ladies. This Is For My Ladies is a podcast that I created after my 29th birthday, the week after my 29th birthday, after I went skydiving. You know, I wish I could point here and have my little skydiving video and picture and all that stuff. But anyway, we'll work on it. Anyway, so I wanted to come to you all with my 31st episode. I've been doing this every Tuesday for 31 weeks tomorrow, but I'm going live today, and the audio will be available on all podcast platforms. So yes, Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Definitely check it out on Anchor, y'all. And y'all can even be a sponsor, and y'all can support my podcast and all that stuff so I can make some money so I can just do this for the rest of my life. But anyway, because I want to make some podcasts and all of that stuff or whatever. But anyway, why I am here is because this is a public service announcement for all Norfolk City residents that live in the 3rd Ward. And if you do not know where the 3rd Ward is, I would suggest you look it up. I did have a map with all the 3rd wards, like, you know, the 3rd ward just outlined, but I don't have it. But you can look it up on your phone. And if you love Beyonce, because you know she 3rd ward, Houston shorty. If you in the 3rd ward of Norfolk and you like Beyonce, this is for you, okay? If you are a parent who has a child that goes to Booker T, that goes to Richard Bowling Elementary, that goes to Jay Cox, Norfolk CSAP, go to Young's Park Elementary, Ruffner, Tidewater, Norfolk State, this is for you, okay? If you drive down Princess Anne or you drive down Virginia Beach Boulevard, this is for you. If you're in Norfolk, if you are born in Norfolk, this is for you. If you from Moulton Park, if you from Roberts Park, if you from Bowling Park, this is for you. If you live out Broad Creek right now, this is for you, okay? If you live in the homes right across the street, this is for you. If you go to the library, this is for you. If you live anywhere between Church Street and Ballantyne, or either Princess Anne or Virginia Beach Boulevard, there is a survey at norfolk.gov/PA survey that is going on online. And then there is this paper survey, okay? So now I'm going to be real, okay? Because that's what this is for my ladies. You know us ladies, we are real. So with that being said, y'all, we are live. And some things sometimes on live, things happen. But anyway, the show must go on. So anyway, here, the survey, it can be found at the library. I just dropped some off at the Blyden Library that's right across the street from Huntersville, which there weren't even any surveys in Huntersville. And then I also had to drop some off at the Kojic high rise right off of Virginia Beach Boulevard because they weren't there either. So pretty much what the city of Norfolk said that they were going to do was they were going to mail out postcards. And some resident, I only heard one person say that they actually got theirs in the mail, and then some of us didn't get it. Like, I haven't even gotten it, and I live in Broad Creek, but some residents of the city of Norfolk says they didn't even get the survey in the mail. So it pretty much is like, how do anything we supposed to be able to really collect all the data from the residents if the residents don't even have them? And then you get this survey, and it is kind of pretty lengthy. Like, I just seen a survey card, and it was just like some boom, 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 bam. And then, you know, you get this that looks like a whole, somebody said this looks like a test. Like, and it really does. Like, it doesn't even have any, like, directions, like where to leave it, where to drop it off at. You know, what is it for? It just says Princess Anne Road, Church Street to Valentine Boulevard. Like, and I'm trying to pass these out, and people just looking at them like, what is this? Like, this looks like a test. This looks like a test. This, like, look like something like, okay, you know, oh, where do I supposed to drop it off at? It doesn't even say it there. It just says optional, like, name, email address. Would you like to add further email? Like, what is this? Like, what is this? So it's just like we're trying to just figure out everything. So I have a meeting with them on this Thursday with a couple of city officials and all that stuff or whatever. But like I said, this is for City of Norfolk residents, and this is especially if you live in the 3rd Ward and if your councilwoman is Mamie B. Johnson and she even is hosting a Ward 3 budget meeting. Y'all be talking, okay. Let me just pause real quick because I'm going to definitely get back into this. But at the end of the day, this is for my ladies. This is for my podcast. Yes, this is like a public service announcement and all of that stuff or whatever. But let me talk to y'all real quick, all right? So we as African American, as blacks, as people that live in the city of Norfolk, that's born here and all this stuff, we say we love our city. We're proud to be where we from. We won't let nobody talk bad about Norfolk, and we from here and we from there and we from here and all that stuff. But then stuff like this comes across your timeline and all this stuff. But y'all also pro-black and our ancestors and hoorah, Martin Luther King, Mountain Bats and all that stuff. Don't you think their ancestors was out there marching, taking 381 days, walking in Alabama and all that stuff, not catching the bus? That's the stuff that they do. Like, we have to, that's what our ancestors was doing. I mean, I don't know. That's what we like to believe that they were doing. But come on, we seen the things that were going on. Like, everything, just the segregation, just everything of them trying to basically bring equality and civil rights and all of that stuff or whatever. But these are our neighborhoods. This is where we're from. This is where we live. This is where we grow up. This is where our houses used to be. Come on now. Like, Bowling Park, Roberts Park used to be there. Like, that's where people used to live. People lived in Moulton Park and all of that stuff. Like, we have to make sure that we care about our communities and that we are standing up. It's just like, I really want to know, like, how do some of y'all feel? It's just like when you actually can have a voice and you can speak up, but you don't. But people complain about how, oh, they need to do this, they need to do that. Well, why you can't do it? Or why you not doing it? Like, people tell me all, like, since Gregory Bateman Jr. has died and I've been petitioning and all of that stuff or whatever. That's Mark, y'all. Mark be helping me out. But since I've been petitioning, you know, people have been trying, you know, telling me about this is what's going on and, you know, come over here and all that stuff. Wait a minute. The same thing is just like the same thing that I did. You can do it too in your community. It's not hard. It's not hard. Somebody just have to stand up and do it. Somebody have to stand up and do it. We need to stop being, you know, like, stop being reactive and be proactive. Because if we get out here in the beginning of things, then we can go ahead and put an end to it. If you see a problem, if you see an issue, if you see a problem, if you see an issue, it is now your problem and your issue, and it's for you to fix. Like, simple as that. Stop complaining about it. You found the issue. You see the problem. So how are you going to fix it? And that's basically what I seen. I saw that there is a problem and there was something that needed to be fixed. The problem is nobody should have to bury their 12-year-old child who was leaving the library. That is the problem. What the solution is, let's put up a traffic light. And temporary, no. There needs to be there's an immediate need for that. And there is an immediate need for everything, for the whole safety of our streets. From Ballantyne, from Park Avenue, and that's just a start. But we will start there because, come on, these are neighborhoods that a lot of us have grown up in and still live in today. We have grown up in these neighborhoods and they tear them down and we're still back out there. That's our neighborhood. Like, y'all be banging songs, bap the block, bap your neighborhood. Try to get stuff that's out of there that don't belong and all that stuff. Like, try to bring togetherness. And that's a whole nother different topic. And I know some people probably like, oh, yeah, go there, all that stuff or whatever. But, y'all, we be seeing them memes, how they be like the drug dealers. They used to make sure that people had turkeys. They used to make sure that the kids got good grades and all of that stuff. What in the world y'all doing? Like, the whole thing, just music, everything. But, again, that's the topic for another podcast. So, tune in and catch up. But, anyway, so with that being said, there's a survey that is going on. It's at norfolk.gov/PA survey. And fill it out. If you have not filled it out, share it. And if you see the petition floating around on paper, like, even as faulty as it is, like, and how I see it, like, it really definitely does, like, look like a test and all that stuff. It's... Fill it out to the best of your ability. And if you need somebody to help you, like, I mean, because there might be some people, like, because there are some people, because I've dropped surveys off to the nursing homes, not the nursing homes, but the assistant senior living facilities. And I dropped some off at the library that's right off of Princess Anne, that there were no surveys. I don't even think there are any surveys at Booker T or Jaycox. Like, they're asking questions. If you're a student, which school do you attend? Booker T, Richard Bolin Elementary, Jaycox. These need to be in the schools. These are surveys that need to be passed around the classrooms. Like, and then it looks like a test. If I say, don't nobody like taking no tests. Who like taking tests? I mean, when you know the answer, you be like, you know, that's how I used to be when I used to know the answer. But I mean, who want to be people probably look at this and be like, okay, but like, what is it? Like, okay, what is this? Princess Anne Road, Church Street to Ballantyne Boulevard. What best describes you? Okay, I ain't no student. If you a student, like, that time I ain't no student. This probably for some kids. And everything. But then some people probably like, okay, well, let me fill it out for my child. But, I mean, even let your kids see these surveys. But anyway, back to the daggone ancestors. I had to take a dramatic pause right there so I could breathe. Anyway. The ancestors. Shoot. They used to not ride the bus. They used to say, no, we not riding the bus. They used to march to say, did y'all even catch the Black Panthers on Netflix? Like, y'all need to watch that. Now, see, that also, too. Now, I ain't saying on no black nationalists because I know how the government be. They be like, oh, Lord, she trying to get the traffic light up. Like, look, see, but I need some protection, all right? Shoot, because you know when people stand up, they be trying to do stuff to people, but still. Shoot, if you care about your city like you say you care about it, you care about me too. But anyway, back to, we need this survey done. We have 7 days. We have 7 days on this from this live until March 11th, 11:59 p.m., March 11, 2019. We have 7 days. But when this audio launches, we have 6. We have 6 days to get this survey in. So, public service announcement, community service, all of that stuff. Anybody that is free in the mornings for the rest of this week until 11 and in the afternoons, if you have some time off, if you have any, like, before work, if you want to get your kids to show them citizenships and to care about your neighborhoods and to love your city and to love your streets and let's be safe. Get your kids out there. Hey, we have some surveys. Like, let's sign them. Let's fill them out. Teachers, if my teachers are up here, like, I know I still follow some teachers from schools and all that stuff. Take the time out. Like, I can drop y'all some surveys off and just how to explain. We have a Booker T alumni. We have a Norfolk State alumni. We have a Jacobs alumni. We have a Young Spark alumni who's trying to get a traffic light, who petitioned and all that stuff. That's history. That's historic stuff. And it don't matter who did it or who's doing it. Somebody is doing it. And we talk like, dramatic pause so I can gather my thoughts. Anyway, come down. Back here. Me and you. Us. My people. Norfolk. 3rd Ward. This is for y'all, okay? This is for y'all. This is for citizens, caring, compassionate people from the city of Norfolk, from any neighborhood, from anybody who has lost a life at that intersection. Anybody who knows somebody that has been hit at that intersection. Anybody that knows anybody that's been hit by a car. Anything. Any parent that has lost a child from being hit by a car. Like, this is for you. This is for you. And the survey is up until March 11th, 2019. I do have a meeting with the people at the city of Norfolk on Thursday, and I'm going to see if it can last a little bit longer because it just needs to, because it didn't get out to everybody that it needed to get out to. If some people are saying that they didn't receive anything in the mail, like, it didn't get out. It wasn't put out. Yeah, it could be put out through social media and all that stuff or whatever, and it has a stretch. But how far does face-to-face go? Everybody who's been reaching out to me saying, if I need anything, let me know. Well, come help me. Come help me pass some surveys out. Come help me go door to door. Help me do that. It might be Simone voice. Like, come on, help me do that. Come on. Like, we need you. The city needs you. You need you. I need you. We all need each other. Okay? So let's do it. If you don't have nothing to do in the mornings, like, I try to get out there 8:30, 8:45. I didn't go out there today because it was cold. I was cold. And I'm just being honest. I was cold, but I went to the library. But I went to drop off the surveys at the places where they weren't dropped off at. At this point, there should have been robocalls or however they let you know that school is out. There should have been calls saying, hey, there's a survey going on. You can complete it at whatever. You got all these places, these schools up here. Every parent should have received a call or something from the school or even something. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know how it goes now. Like, what is even going on with the school system, with the school board and all that stuff? Like, where is that communication between community and school? Like, can we get back to that, people? Can we at least try to get back to that? Can we start with our city? Can we be a model? Can we be a mold for other cities? Y'all always talking about how Virginia Beach doing it and how Chesapeake doing it. Let Norfolk do it. Let's do it, Norfolk. Dang, that need to be a campaign slogan. Let's do it, Norfolk. I ain't running for president or nothing, but if I did, who would vote for me? I'm just saying. Y'all be the realest president ever. Okay? But anyway, I don't know how long I got. Well, this is my podcast, and it can go how long I want. I was going to come up here and talk about, I didn't even really know what I was going to talk about today, but I knew I was probably going to talk about the whole Kardashian and Jordan Woods thing. But then I was like, who cares? That ain't even important. That's not even important. What's important is that we got 7 to 6 days for this survey in Norfolk. Them Kardashians and Jordan Woods ain't going to do. At the end of the day, hey, that was your sister. That won't your baby daddy. Move on. Anyway, so whatever. This survey is what's important. Y'all, this survey is what's important. And I also have some other news. I feel like a news reporter. See, that's what manifesting your dreams is. I feel like a news reporter. This is for my ladies. I feel like a little news reporter. That's why I went to Norfolk State, so I become a news reporter. But now I can report the news of Norfolk, okay? Be like little Rhoda Young out here, okay? With a little desk and stuff. I'm be like reporting live to you, Rhoda Young. Be like, shoot, let's get it. Manifest. Anyway, so Councilwoman Mamie B. Johnson hosts Ward 3 budget meetings. So join us at one of these meetings to give us your feedback on the budget. So this is the budget for the city of Norfolk. This is the budget, y'all. This the money. Y'all know it's the casino coming and all that stuff, or supposedly coming. But let's talk about that. How is the money going to go back into our communities, into our schools? Let's talk about the money. After Budget Director Greg Patrick and his staff give a brief presentation, we'll talk and vote on your city budget priorities in real time. Like this, in real time. March 14, 2019 from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Norview Recreation Center, 6380 Sewells Point Road. And then there's another one on March 21st, 2019, 6:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. at Booker T. Washington High School at 1111 Park Avenue. Other ways to get involved: create your own budget with Balancing Act, and you can visit that at norfolkva.abalancingAct.com. That is norfolkva.abalancingAct.com. Yo, I feel like I got my whole dude. Anyway, So, a report to our citizens. So, the fiscal year 18 from July 1st, 2017 to June 30th, 2018. So, this pretty much is an introduction, the city organization and operations, city council vision. So, let's read the city council vision, because these are the people that, our ward, 3rd Ward, shorty, Beyonce. Shout out to the Beehive. Bzz. Anyway, so the city council vision. Norfolk is a national leader in the quality of life offered to all its citizens. Do you agree? That's just a question. They didn't have that up there, but I'm just asking. This is achieved through effective partnerships between city government and its constituents. As a result, Norfolk is physically attractive, socially supportive, and a financially sound city. Here, the sense of community is strong. Let's show them how strong we are, okay? Felt like a little Obama right there. So neighborhoods are designed so that people of all ages can know the neighborhoods and travel the streets and sidewalks safely. So with that being said, we got some work to do. The sense of communities exists citywide. So with all that being said, we do have some work to do, y'all. And you can get involved. There will be committees and everything rolling out for different committees that you can do to help get involved on this Princess Anne Road project and any other projects in any other neighborhoods. Like, just really get involved, y'all. And then my generation, us almost 30-year-olds, the ones that do have kids and ones that don't, who want kids and all that good stuff. And even if you don't want kids, but you have nieces and nephews and cousins and siblings and all that stuff. But the generation from having kids to the people who with kids, that generation. I'm not even about to put a little limit on it. But those ones who have kids that are growing up now in the same neighborhoods where we grew up, we should want to make sure that we come together, use our power, use our presence as young, thriving, lively, active, present parents and guardians we should want to do that. We should want to make sure that the kids, like the childhood that we had, we want to make sure that we create that for them. Those memories that we have. Remember the bike clubs? Like, remember when telephones were just like, like a thing of the past. Sorry, y'all. Cell phones, all that stuff. Remember, you would ride the bike over your friend's house to see if they want to come outside and ride the bike. Let's get back to that stuff. All that stuff. I remember living out Mission College during Hurricane Isabel when we had the little flashlight tag. Everybody was out there like, I got you, all that. Like, okay, like, let's bring back that. I also even remember when we lived out Mission College, we used to go, they used to have a little community day where they used to get like polished chicken and all of those people to cater, and we used to take community trips to Busch Gardens. But if you was bad, y'all know who y'all kids that's bad that need to stay home. No, those problem childs. But then sometimes they even was just like bring them, because sometimes kids need to get out of their horizon. Kids need to get out of what they used to. They need to get out the jungle and go see paradise a little bit, so that their mind can wander and they can just know, like, oh man, I seen this, I seen that. I want to go here, I want to go there. Let them dream, let them live. We have to get back to doing like little community projects like that, community field trips, all of that stuff. Using recreation centers and different stuff, Boys and Girls Club, and taking kids. Do kids even still go to Washington, D.C. anymore? There's an Amtrak that flows through here. Like, I mean, even it doesn't, like, there are some kids that just, like, me and my sister had looked up the definition of bad, and, definition of bad. Siri, don't let me down, girl. Define bad. She'll be like, define sad. Define sad. B-A-D. Yes.
As an adjective, it means not such as to be hoped for or desired, unpleasant or unwelcome. Want to hear the next one?
Yes.
As an adjective, it means failing to conform to standards of moral virtue or acceptable conduct. Want to hear the next one?
Okay, so I guess acceptable conduct. So yes, if you want somebody to be good, they was being bad. But okay, but still, some of these kids aren't bad. They just need to get out of their environment. They just need to expand their environment, expand their horizons, and more the field trips and all that stuff. Like, all that just needs to be implemented in just the schools and all that stuff. And if you believe that stuff like that need to come back, say stuff like that needs to come back. Stand up and be the person and say that it needs to come back. Rally up people who feels like that it needs to come back too. Just like you, your tribe, the people who think like you. Find those like-minded people that think like you, that want to move forward and progress like you, okay? It's important. It's very important. We have to get back here in the communities and stop saying that people don't care. Maybe you don't care, but somebody do. And get around those that do care, even if you care a little bit. Even if you feel like, oh, I care, but you ain't got to speak. I got a big mouth enough for everybody. But if somebody else want to speak too, yes, come out. We need to hear other voices. We need to hear other voices. And I don't care if they get tired of mine, because I'm going to still show up. And I'm going to be just as pleasant. And I am going to give them passion when there's time for passion. I feel like I'm getting a little white stuff in my mouth. Rick, how long do we got? How long? Okay. I still got some more time. But yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Okay. So we have to understand that we have to be involved in our communities. We have to be involved in the schools. Like, how many of y'all are PTA members? Like, active PTA members? Now, I am a PTA member of Richard Bowling Elementary School, but ain't nobody even contact me yet about anything. Like, I don't know anything about like when the meetings are held. Like, y'all, remember the extravaganzas we need to bring back extravaganzas. Like, we need to bring stuff back like that. Talent shows, different stuff where these kids can show their talent. And all y'all parents who's talking about y'all kids being gamers, what black people in the community or something that's at Norfolk State, like, that can do games, that can build games. We need to be having programs and all of that stuff. Since all y'all kids want to be gamers, where are the programs and all that stuff? Where's the financial literature that they need to know how to own a business, how to operate a business, how to run a business? That is programs that the community needs. That's what I'm saying. So if you can do that, and if you do that, and if you've been thinking about that, if that's been your idea, stand up. Say something. Get with the right people. Contact me. We about to connect these goddamn dots. You hear me? Not playing. Like, I'm not playing. And that's why I have this podcast platform. That's why Facebook and all that stuff, and I'm yada, 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 yada. And I'm still learning how to use it because I was a little bit emotional, which I talked about on my last podcast. Emotional intelligence. And I was very emotional in the past. I was very emotional. I used to act off my emotions. That's why my podcast is me putting everything out there that I have done or anything that anybody has ever said about me, so that can't nobody come back to me and come to me about nothing. Nothing. So that's what This Is For My Ladies is for. This Is For My Ladies is for me to you. And for you to me. But anyway, it's from me to you all, okay? And This Is For My Ladies it is for my ladies, but it's also for my man too. But this is for my Norfolk residents. This is for my 3rd ward. This is for, do I got to go back down the list again? This is for if you're a commuter, a resident, a student, a business owner, a business patron. If you are a student of Booker T. Washington High School, Richard Bowling Elementary, David Gilbert J. Cox Elementary School. I went to J. Cox and did not know that. Did anybody else know that? I mean, anyway, Norfolk C-Center, PB Young Senior Elementary School, Ruffner Academy, Tidewater Park Elementary School, Norfolk State University. Even if you go to TCC, even if you went to Phoenix Online, even if you go to any of those online, anything, this is for you, okay? This is if you live in Broad Creek, Marshall Manor. This is if you lived in Moulton Park. I already went down the list. This if you see the little baby on the light out Roberts Park back in the day. This is if you was out there. This is for you. This is for y'all. If you went out there and you didn't see a baby, this is for you. If you went out there and you think you even saw a little something, this is for you. This is for anybody with a Facebook account. This is for you. This is for everybody. We need to bring awareness. We need to make sure that our roads, our streets, our neighborhoods, we need to make sure that if we care about Norfolk like we say that we love Norfolk, if Norfolk is our home, if you have roots here, even if you really don't know, because y'all know we don't really know. If you don't even know, but you was born here, if you was born at any of the Centeros, this is for you, okay? This is for you. And this is for you to take action. This is for you to complete the survey. This is for you to allow your voice to be heard. This is for you to take a stand. For you to just say that I stand for something. I stand for my community and I stand for my city. So if you stand for your city, if you stand for your neighborhoods, if you stand for your children, if you stand for your loved ones, if you stand for you, complete the survey. Get involved. Get active. Just get out there. Like, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. I felt that. I felt that. And if you feel it too, then you know what to do. If you feel it too, then you know what to do. Hey, if you feel it too, then you know what to do. Hey, 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 hey. Anyway, y'all, it's Tisha Tuesday. It's Tisha Tuesday. And if you are available this Tuesday, tomorrow, to come out to help pass out surveys. If you are willing to commit yourself to something, if you have been saying that you've been wanting to get it in the community, get more involved, get more active, if you've been saying that you want to do something, you just don't know what it is that you want to do, you might find your calling. You might find your calling in community relations. You might find that big break. You might find your breakthrough or something just by helping your community. Like you just might. Like something probably comes out of it by you giving back to your community, because that's where it starts. That's where your heart is. That's where your home is. Like even if you don't, that's where your home is. And if you have a family, that's where your heart is. So if your heart is there, you can do it. If your heart is there. And if you want to do it, it's simple as just standing up and say, hey, I want to do something. I want to make a change. I want to be a part of it. We're going to be a part of history, y'all. Like, this is going to go down forever. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, get the surveys in. All right. Time is ticking. The time is ticking off the clock. So, hey, give it all you got. Yeah. It's Tisha the Diva. It's Tisha Tuesdays. This is for my ladies, and I'm